Okay, so this is our fourth live class. Sure. Can you guys see my screen? Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
perfect. Okay, perfect.
We can.
So I'm not going to be going over um, how to go and get to the back end, how to install it again. I think we have been doing that over and over again. So I believe you guys should be familiar with the back end here. So in case you are having difficulties in the free hosting platform in terms of memory space and all that, I'll be recommending a new hosting platform in the video. Okay, or let me just even get to this hosting platform. Let me just get it here. So the hosting platform I'm going to be recommending is another hosting platform they call Infinity Free. So it's another free hosting platform. It might not be as fast as the hosting app, but this infinityfree.com is also a free hosting platform that you can use to follow up in this tutorial. Okay, because of the limitations, I've actually switched to one of my paid hosting platforms, which is you notice the URL have has changed here. Okay, so um, in this, so you can see it's just very straightforward. Let me just log out here. You log out. I can use any of my emails or any of your emails to create. Okay, to create. So let me just use um, LPJ. So this is one of my. So if you don't have an account, you can go to sign up. Sorry, our sign up has disappeared. You can come here to sign up. Okay, you can come here to sign up, input your email, input your password, confirm password, verify your email, and go over everything. Okay, but I will just be showing you guys what to expect when you sign up. Okay, I'm not going to be signing up again. I will just go over this and log in now. So when you sign up, you can create as much as three different domain names. Okay, so this is just one of my old domain names I've created here. So you can create a new domain name by when you log in, use something like a home here. Okay, so this is what you expect to appear at the home. So you go to account if you're not already in account, and you click on create account. Okay, when you create account, there's a free hosting plan and a free domain name similar to the hostinger. Okay, so you say create now, and you choose a subdomain name type. So you can choose any domain name type here. I can choose something like tutorialslegit.com or .free.now. This is their own extension. So you come back and you create account. You create account. Please, who is on there? Just mute your mic, please. So it's not compulsory. If you don't have issues with your domain currently, you can just leave it as it is, but this is another alternative. Okay, I think this one has about 5 gig of storage space. The one we're using have about 300 MB. Okay, so you can see the difference. Okay, so I will just create account here. Okay, so I can open the control panel. So it's very similar to the hostinger. Okay, I'll just approve, and it should take me to the cPanel. Okay, the cPanel similar to what we have in hostinger. Okay, similar to what we hostinger. So it might not be as straightforward as hostinger, but it's still the same configuration. So you just search for WordPress and get it installed. Okay, it's as simple as that. um, so allow it to load. Please, if you're following, just normal use the okay. All right. Okay, so this is the cPanel, and we can come here, and I'm not going to be installing it right now, but in case you're having issues, you can. This is an alternative. Okay, this is an alternative. So you can see you have 5 gig of storage space, and all that. Okay, so in case you're having any issues, you can use this as an alternative platform. So it's a very straightforward process. You can search for WordPress, or you can search for this Softaculous app installer. You click on it, and you see different ways you can install different scripts. So you see WordPress, and you get it installed. Okay, so this is WordPress. So you just put install, and you can choose an account username. Let me just use this email and account password. Administrative email. Generate. Okay, so I'll just install. And we just have it to 100%, and we'll get it installed. Okay, so it's as simple as that. Our script has been installed, and I click on the link here, and it takes us to the back end of our WordPress website. Okay, so if you're following, put your hands up. So this is an alternative hosting platform. Okay, that's good. So this is an alternative hosting platform. Okay, very similar to the paid version here. Those are the paid version of hosting and domain. It's faster, relatively faster than this free version, but you can start up from here. Let me put the link here. Let me put the link in, so you guys can check it out later. Okay, so there's the link. Alright, so later on you can check it out as an alternative free hosting platform. Okay, so let's get to business of today. So I have given a tutorial on Elementor, okay, a page builder. So please try and watch on that tutorial. Okay, so today I want to be showing you guys how to add a menu. Okay, how to add a menu. So I'm going to be going to the front end and showing you guys how to add a menu. So now if you notice, oh sorry, let me just correct this. Let me correct this. So I want the home page to display home, so I'll just go to reading, and I want it to display the first page of home. I'll leave this as simple. Okay, so now if you watch the previous tutorial, this is what we did in the elementor tutorial. Okay, this is just like a rough walk of what we did. I talked about sections, I talked about margin and padding, I talked about adding background, I talked about adding different columns in that tutorial, I talked about adding videos, okay, and I talked about how to add testimonials, okay, I talked about how to add a map, alright, and I talked about how to add different social media icons. Okay, so if you have not watched the tutorial on elementor, you just go over and watch tutorial on elementor. Now today I want to be showing you guys how to add a menu, okay, and how to add a logo, and how to add a menu, okay, how to add a menu, how to build a menu. So there are two different ways to build a menu, okay, in WordPress. All right, there are two different ways to build a menu. You can build it with the inbuilt theme, which is what we have here, or you can build it using different plugins. Okay, so I first of all want to configure how to upload a logo, okay, that would be around our website, okay, from how to have a logo here to how to have a logo in the footer, and the rest of them. Okay, so in this regard I will just go to customize. Okay, so customize, in the last live class I talked about how to use themes, and how to use configure themes, configure color of the background, configure different things. Okay, so we go to customize if we want to change uh, logo. If you want to put a different logo, we go to customize. Okay, so that's the first step in building a very cool header. Okay, now before I get into anything, header, okay, header, it's like this uppermost part of the website, okay, where you have page navigation, and where you have logo, or where you have other useful things. Okay, now footer is this bottom part of the website, where you have copyright, and where you have social media icons, where you have different other things. Okay, somebody has a question. Somebody had a question.
No, 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 no. We are following up.
All right, thank you. So now to clarify what I was saying. Okay, so take note, this is a footer. Okay, though this is a simple footer, and we also have a header, okay, which is this uppermost part of the website. Here we have pages and all that. Okay, so uh, I will just configure the theme to have a certain logo. Okay, so I'll just go to customize, and prior before then you can go to Canva and uh, create any logo of your choice, or if you have a logo you want to download from anywhere, but this is just a simple tutorial. So if I were to just go to Canva and create a very simple logo for this tutorial, so I can go to canva.com. If you don't know how to use canva.com, that's not a problem. Canva is rich with a lot of templates. Okay, a lot of templates. It's not necessarily you know how to build logos. These are often provided by maybe a company you work, or a client you want to meet, so you might have to charge people extra if they don't have a logo. So I will just create a very simple logo. I will create a simple logo. I'll use the Instagram width. I'll create a simple logo, and I'll just give this logo a black background. Okay, I'll create a simple logo. I'll give it a black background, and I'll give it a weight of tutorial website. I'll just give it TW, sorry, TW, TW tutorial website, and I can simply increase this to maybe 300. Okay, so this is just for demonstration purposes. Let me even give this a linear gradient of something like this. So it's just a simple logo I'm creating with two words. I download this. This is the first part of our header. So I've downloaded it and I get to our customize and I go to somewhere they call site identity. So now this first one is just for this uppermost part here, okay, where you have, you know, the page title and everything. Okay, so to configure a logo here, I go to site logo and I can simply upload the logo I just created. Now I go to upload files, select files, and I use this one I just created. Okay, so they might ask me to crop. Now this alt is like an alternative text. Okay, so what's this text all about in case the page doesn't load? What's the picture all about? I can say something like site logo. Okay, I can give the same thing here, the picture title, site logo. All right, so I use select and it might require me to crop. I'll just use the full size. I can crop it. I can crop it. Alright, so perfect. And I'll just crop image. So there's the first step in creating a logo. So you can see the logo here has changed. Okay, the logo here has changed. And I can adjust the logo width here. Okay, and I can simply what? Publish. Okay, so when it comes to building a header, okay, that's this header here. Like I said, this is the inbuilt theme from the this is inbuilt header, sorry, from the theme. Okay, I do not usually use this inbuilt header, but you know, you can explore using the inbuilt header by coming here after customize, you come to header builder and you can explore it from here. You can say site logo, primary menu. So this is very limited, okay, on what we can do. So what I used to do is I install a plugin and use it to override this one. Okay, so we can go to the back end and install a plugin. Now make sure you publish this and you go to the back end. So to go to the back end, you simply click on this title here and you go to plugins. Okay, so remember we just have two plugins installed here from the last tutorial. I go to add new and you search for this plugin, elementor header and footer. Okay, so if you don't know how to use elementor, you won't know how to use this. All right, if you don't know how to use elementor, you won't know how to use this. So I'll wait for it to load up. Alright, so is this first one here? Alright, there are other header and footer builders, but that's not our business right now. I want to keep it very simple so that you guys are going to get the point. You're going to get everything in a very straightforward way. So we have it installed, and after it's installed, we activate it and we start building. So it might just take a few minutes, 1 minute, less, 2 minutes, depends on you know, a lot of things like your network, like the server response time and everything. So we would have this installed. Please, if you're following, you can just put up your hand. Okay. Oh, we have it filled. Let me try and refresh. I'll try it again. Please, if you're following, you can put up your hand. Okay, it's installed. And you activate. lost you guys for a bit. So let's see. Were you guys following me up to the point I installed the Elementor header and footer builder?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now I've installed it. So we just simply go to the Elementor header and
We
footer.
can't see your we can't see
Okay,
your screen.
okay, you can't see my screen. Let me share it again. Let's see. Okay, can you hear me now? Can you see
Yes,
it?
sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir, we can see.
perfect. So Elementor header and footer builder, we simply um, come here to settings and we install the header and the footer. Okay, so we just go to add new. We go to skip this. So we go to add new. Now we give this header and footer a name. So we say header. We call this default header. Okay, and what do we say type of template? We use the header, of course. Display on and the entire website. We can choose where we want it to display, but we want to display it on the entire website. User roles. We say all. Okay, and we simply click on publish. Okay, so when we click on publish, we click on edit it elementor to create a simple header for this website. Okay, so I will just be creating a simple header, and if you don't know how to use elementor, you won't know how to use this header and footer builder. Okay, so I'll wait for it to load up. Okay, so if you're following, you can still indicate with your hands up. Perfect. So now if we are to look at this URL, for example, copy. Okay, so we see we have what? No header and footer builder right now. Okay, why is it like that? The one we are creating currently has overwrite this one here. All right, that's overwrite this one. Okay, so now we are to create two different columns in one section. Like I said, if you have not watched Elementor tutorial, or you don't know how to use Elementor, you won't know how to use this. Okay, so I made mention in Elementor, these are sections. Okay, these are sections used to house different elements, similar to divs. Okay, so from here to here is a section. Okay, also from here to here is a section. Okay, from here to here is a section, like that till the end. Okay, so we'll just be creating what we call one section to use for this header builder. Okay, so I'll just be creating one section here with two columns, one for the header site logo, the other one for the menu. So I'll just use the full width, and I can obviously decrease this. So now from the header and footer builder that we downloaded, okay, the plugin that we downloaded, we can extract this it here. Okay, it's part of Elementor, but specifically for header and footer builder, we can extract the site logo, okay, that we just changed through the theme. Okay, so I will simply drag and drop the site logo. So the site logo is going to be very much reflective here, so we can see, and we can obviously resize it here. Okay, so next thing I want to drag and drop is the site menu or navigation menu, okay, which is here. So recall we have, I think, just one um, we have at least, there are no menus on this site. Go to the menu screen and create one. Okay, no problem. So we'll create a menu, but we'll have, I think, just one page, so we'll have to create some other pages before we create a menu. So let's just finish this site title. Don't bother if it's not displaying anything. I'll simply come to style here, and I would change the background to black. Okay, so if we're to go to the website now, like I've opened another tab and refresh, you can see our header has what appeared. Okay, so that's one of the very simple ways to build a header with Elementor. So we would have to build a menu. Okay, we would have to build a menu. So to build a menu in WordPress, we go to the back end. So to go to the back end from here, you simply click on this hamburger here, and you can click on view website, or you can click on exit. Okay, no, decide later. So we have exit to the back end. Okay, we have exit to the back end. And to create a new menu, first of all, we need to create other pages. Remember, we just have one page. Okay, like I've used in the front end, that's the home page. So to check the number of pages we have, we simply go to pages. Okay, so we just have one page here. These other ones are not displayed on the menu, so we can create other pages here, or we can even duplicate pages, but I'm not going to be showing you guys how to duplicate pages yet. Okay, so to create a page, you simply add new page. I won't be putting anything in the other pages. I'll just create it. Please, if you're following, you can put your hands up. All right, perfect. So wait for it to load up, and we create a new page. Okay, so add new page. And we have this as contact. Okay, contact. Please, if you guys are following, you can still indicate. Okay, perfect. So I go back to the dashboard by clicking that menu there, and I officially have 1, 2, 3, 4 pages here aside these other ones here. Okay, that I can display on the menu. So to add a menu, or to create a menu, you can even create multiple menu that can appear in different places. So I was just going to create the one that appears in the header. Okay, so we go to appearance and we go to menus. Go to appearance and we go to menus. Now we can see there's no menu here. Okay, so and they're telling us create your first menu below. Okay, so we'll just give this a menu name. I can say main menu, or I can call this header menu. Okay, and where do I want it to display? Primary location is mainly the top of the screen. Okay, so I'll just create new menu, and we are not done yet. Okay, so I've create new menu, and I can save menu. Okay, so we officially have this menu created here. Okay, we officially have this menu created. So to add a page to this menu, we simply come here, okay, where we have add menu items, and we go to view all. Okay, click on the pages we want to add. Let's take example. I want to add home. I click on what? Add to menu. Okay, I've had it here. I want to add about. I click on what? Add to menu. Or I want to even add more than one. I say blog and I want to add contact. I click on blog, I click on contact, or I can add all of them at the same time. I click on what? Add new menu. Okay, so what you need to know is that how it appears here is how it's going to appear on the front end here. Okay, so if we have home page first here, home page is going to be first here, that's home. Okay, if we have about second here, about is going to be second here. If we have blog third here, blog is going to be third here. If we have contact fourth here, contact is going to be fourth here. Okay, so that's how it appears here. I won't be going into drop down and all that. Okay, just understand how it works. Okay, so after that we go to what? Save menu. So if you notice, even if we refresh this, our menu is not yet okay, it's even showing here home, about, blog. Okay, but we have not really uh, displayed it how we want to display it. Okay, so we simply go back and we go to our plugins again, and we go to what? Site, elementor, header and footer builder. We go to settings and we go to this default header here that we have created, and we can say edit with elementor. So we go to, it brings us to the front end again. So it brings us to the front end, and we can see we have our menu automatically displayed here. Okay, header menu. Okay, header menu. So like I said, the menu might not be where we want it to be. So take example, it's too close to this site title here, and I want to put it to the center. What do? I come to this pencil here, I click on the pencil, I go to style, and I oh sorry I go to layout, sorry, and I click on alignment here after layout, and I put it in what? In the center. Okay, so we've been able to bring it to the center. Another thing we can do, we can adjust the font. We can also adjust the site color, menu color, sorry, the font color. So I go to style, and this main menu, the text color, I can bring it to white. Okay, and the typography, can change it to maybe something like Roboto condensed. Okay, and I can increase it to 30, or let's say 40, 25. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, aside that, I can also work on the hover to maybe something like a yellow thereabout. Okay, and the active also, I can get the color from this one. Okay, I paste it here, so I update. So if you have watched elementor tutorial, you definitely know how to use all this. Okay, so this, for if we were to refresh this now, this is our website opening another tab. You can see, so we have home, about, blog, and contact. Okay, well, working in our header. All right, so we have a brand new header here. We can use any header of put anything in the header. We can put an image, we can put a text on top. This header, we can put basically anything. Okay, so this is for the header, but you notice this is just for the desktop version. So we also have to prepare a header for the what? Mobile version. So look at how it's looking on the tablet version, and this is how it's looking on the mobile version. Okay, so if we're doing on the mobile version, this is how it's going to look. So what I used to do is or what you need to do is, you need to, this is one section, okay, with two columns. Okay, so there's a way you can adjust the column width here. I've just done that manually. Okay, but in the footer, in the um, what do they call it, in the mobile responsive design, it's not, it doesn't really work like that. You can't drag and drop, and you can adjust the column manually, okay, using the cursor. So you need to adjust the column through this column width. Okay, so I can give this a column width. Out of 100 I can give it 30. It's too small. I can give it 50. That's perfect. And this other column here, I can give it 50. Okay, so they all come into one line. That's 50-50. Okay, so the hamburger here is not showing because the hamburger here is a dark color. So to adjust the hamburger, I click on this um, pencil button here, and I go to menu, trigger, and close. So color, I can give it a white. So our hamburger is appearing now, and I save it. And the layout and the tablet and the responsive breakout, I can give it a right and the layout. Okay, so also in this column, I can give
I
it
have
a
a question.
vertical. All right, what's the question?
So, but the mobile design has a hamburger automatically on its own.
Yes, that's the joy about using WordPress. That's a very good question.
Okay.
So everything is well, equipped for you. Okay, and then you were wondering where all our menu went to. So automatically you can see that they have a hamburger for you. Okay, they have a hamburger for you. I know you're coming in from traditional coding, so that's a very good question. So in the mobile design also, you have the hamburger. You even have the drop down already waiting for you, so you don't need to do much again. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So we have successfully created our header, but if you notice on our drop down in the mobile screen, it looks like this. Okay, our drop down color is white. We have two things. We can change this drop down color, background color, to white, or we can change the text color. I would just prefer to change the drop down background color to black. Okay, so that it will match our what do they call it, our header color here. Okay, so to change the drop down background color, what do? You click on this pencil icon in the hamburger, and you go to what, drop down. Okay, so the background color, we simply change it to what, to black. Okay, we update and we are done. Is it fun?
It's cool.
It's cool. So we are done, and if we come here, we refresh, so we can see. So if I were to reduce this screen size now, sorry. Okay, so if I were to reduce it to, this is the tablet version. If I were to reduce it to the mobile version, you can see. Okay, I think somebody wants to join. Okay, admit. Okay, welcome. Okay, so I think we have like 7 minutes more. I will just be creating a new meeting so that we would have an extended time. Okay. Okay, so that's for the header. All right. Do you guys have any other question?
No, not at all.
Okay, not at all. Okay, so that's for the header, and we'll go back. We'll exit it. Remember, you need to click update. We'll exit now, and we'll try to build a footer. Okay. So that's for the header, and we go to add new now. Or let me just go through the process again. Go to plugins. Remember, I didn't add much plugins here, so that I won't get ourselves so confused. Okay, with time, when I'm building um, other WordPress project, we can add as much plugins as we want that we're going to be using for the building blocks. Okay, so I would click on plugins. Okay, so we'll go to the header and footer builder. We'll go to settings. All right, so this is for the header. To add the footer now, we'll simply click on add new, and we'll give this footer a name. We say default footer. Okay, and we'll select type of template. We say footer, display on where entire website, user rows, all, and we check on some other things here. Custom field none. Footer. Okay, this might not be necessary. Enable. Perfect. Astro settings, container style. Disable footer. Okay. Astro settings. So we're just disabling the default footer here, and we simply go to publish. Okay. So this is our default footer, and we go to edit it. What? Elementor. Okay, so we have a footer that is loading up right now. Please, I'm going to be creating a new meeting here. Meet.google.com. Are you guys following? Are you guys following? Alright, perfect. Shit. So I'm creating a new meeting now, and let's see, so that we can. Okay, so we're continuing the footer, so I'll just use maybe 3 columns. Please, in case you have not learned how to.
We cannot see your screen.
Oh, sorry. Abraham, have you watched the Elementor tutorial?
I've opened the video, but I've not gone through it. Like I
Okay,
just when you posted, I used the link and went to see the video, but I've not taken my notes.
okay, no problem. Please try as much as possible. Okay.
Okay.
There are some jobs I might want to be pushing to you guys. So, okay. So now I've created one column, and I'm going to be creating another inner section. Okay, I've created one column and one section. So that's what I'm asking, because this part might confuse you guys a little bit. For it, I simply delete this. Okay, and I use another inner section. So for it, I simply delete this. Okay, so I would just give this with a background color of this. Okay, and now I go back to the same thing I did earlier on. Now remember, the footer is just to show what copyright, footer navigation and all that. So I'll just be using the copyright. Okay, unlike coding, where we are coming from, this one is just simply drag and drop. It's already made for you here. So this is the copyright. I put the copyright here, and I can change it to any color of my choice. So let me just change this to black, or let me leave it at white and change the inside to black. Okay, and I put this to the center and I save it. Now I simply duplicate this column and duplicate this column. Okay, so let's say I want to give this first one a quick width. Inner section, let's say I want to give it an inner section of black. Okay, so in case it's confusing, guys, please go over and watch the video on how to use Elementor. So I can say quick links. All right, I can give this Roboto condensed, and I'll give it a weight of white. Now the menu that I used before, someone wants to join. Okay, admit. Hello, welcome. Chia Zaram, am I correct? She has left. Okay, so quick width, and we go to the quick menu again that we just did. Okay, navigation menu, and I drag it and drop it under here. Now there's something about this navigation menu I want you guys to do. There's something they call breakout point. Okay, breakout point is the point where you want it to change your hamburger. So we don't want it to change the hamburger even in the lower screen. Okay, so these are tablet now. If we go to check the tablet, right, so we would have a breakout point, okay, where we can't see the menu again. It has changed your hamburger. Okay, just that the hamburger is black and we need to go and style it again. So I'll change the breakout point to none. Okay, so even on the mobile screen it will continue to display like this. So if I go back to the tab, you can see, if I go back to the mobile screen, you can see. So we want to use that as a quick menu, and I want to change this menu to vertical. Okay, to vertical at all levels. So layout, put what, vertical. All right, so I'll just change the color, main menu color, to white. Okay, hover color to the yellow we used on the header thereabout, and active color, what happened? Okay, we copy this active color to the exact same color we used. All right, and we click on update. So we can go back and see our screen in the mobile menu. You can look at what it looks like. So we'll just need 3 columns, 2 more columns here to put our content. I can simply duplicate this and drag and drop here. I can say follow socials. Okay, and I can put our socials here. I can come here and search for socials, social icons. All right, so these are social icons, and I can click on save. And the next one, I can put something like a newsletter, but I want to put something very simple. Okay, does anybody
You've
have
moved on from your follow in the spelling of your follow.
do you have any question?
No, you've missed an L in the spelling of your follow.
Oh, thank you, sorry, thank you, I didn't notice that. So we can say quick links, socials, and we can put something like contact us. Okay, duplicate, drag and drop, and I can search for something they call list. Okay, list icon, we drag and drop here. I can simply delete this, and I can put let's say info at lvgconnect.xyz. Okay, and I can come here, I can just put a demo phone number, or I can use my real phone number, 906633. Okay, this is just a demo phone number. Okay, and in the icons here, in the first one, I can change the first one to a call, or let's say phone, and envelope. Okay, which will indicate our email here, and I can change this one to, let's say, a call, or let's say phone. Okay, so I can change the color of the icon and the color of the text. Okay, that's the icon color, and the text, you can also change the color to white. Okay, so we have socials here, but it's always advisable to use a different color. So let me just use something like a yellow thereabout. I paste this. Perfect. Alright, so for the icon color, okay, I can just leave it at white. I can increase the size to 20, and I can just leave this one like this. So I click on update. So we have our any question?
You can just change the last write up to contact or something.
Oh yes, sorry. uh, Contact us. Okay, so remember, I just duplicated this and I click on update. Okay, so we have three columns now. All right, and another column at the bottom. These are two inner sections. Okay, so if you have not gone over the elementor tutorial, please go over it. Okay, so this is how it looks on the mobile desktop screen. This is how it looks on the tablet screen, and this is how it looks on the mobile screen. Okay, so on the mobile screen, we can just give it a padding. So padding bottom, I can say 20. Padding top, I can say what, 20. Okay, I come here, I do the same thing. Padding bottom, I say 20. Padding top, I say 20. Okay, I come here, I do the same thing. Padding bottom, I say 20. Padding top, I say what, 20. Okay, I save it, and I can give it a padding, general padding here of, let's say, 10. Okay, on the left and on the right. 10. Oh, I would have to give it manually. Let me see, because we have two inner sections here, so it's affecting. All right, okay, so I can give it now 10. Right, 10. All right, so we have our header and footer builder complete. Now we have our footer, custom header and custom footer builder complete. So let's take a look at it and see how it looks. So I can come here, I go to exit, and I come to tutorial website. So we can see our header here, and we can also see our footer. Okay, do you guys have any question?
No, not none for now.
Okay, so I hope you guys have been able to learn something from building header and footer. I think the next thing we have in line is building our first project. Okay, so I would try as much as possible to record an independent tutorial on how to build header and footer. Okay, but this is just more of a live class so that you guys can have understanding of everything. So don't forget, the first thing you need to do, you need to get a logo, and after you get the logo, you go to what, customize. Okay, after you get to customize, you can go to uh, site identity. All right, site identity, and please don't forget, this is when you are using Astra theme. Okay, so ensure that Astra theme is installed. Okay, so we go to a site logo and settings, and make sure that this site logo is what you want. This logo is what you want. Okay, there are two logos you to change here. That's the first one, and this is the second one. Okay, this one is always at the top of the page title here. Okay, so make sure that you have Astra theme installed. Okay, to install Astra theme, you go back to the back end and you go to appearances and you go to themes. Okay, make sure it's the one that is activated. If it's not activated here, you won't be able to see that customized, or you might see it, or you might see something different depending on each of the theme configuration. If you don't have it installed, you go to what, add theme or add new theme, and you search for Astra and install Astra. Okay, it's widely used, similar to another theme they call Div. Div might be a little bit okay. Div might be a little bit advanced for you guys at this level. Okay, so if you don't have it installed, you just go to add new theme, and you get it what installed. Okay, so the next thing after that, I don't know why it's not loading. You go to plugins. All right, you go to plugins and you search for Elementor header and footer builder. All right, which is what we have installed here. So you can go to add new and make sure you have Elementor installed. Please watch the Elementor tutorial. Uh, Elementor header and footer. Okay, so we have Elementor header and footer, and we have it installed, activate it, and all that. Okay, so now we can build. We can go over what we have built today. I won't be going over it again, and you make sure that you follow the whole process. To get the results that you desire. So that's it for this tutorial, and make sure you also create a menu. To create a menu, you go to appearance, you go to menus. Okay, and you create a page. So there is also something they call dead links. All right, dead links. So dead links are simple links that are not clickable. Okay, links that are not clickable. So take example, I want to put a drop down under this contact. Okay, so I can put a dead link. I can say something like how you can contact us. Okay, this is way too long, so I can say what, something like contact us. So take example, I want to put two contact us. Okay, I want to put two ways people can contact us. Okay, so I can put this dead link. Remember, this is showing what, custom link, and I put an hash. Okay, so I can put this as a drop down. Okay, a drop down is when you hover over a page and another other pages drop down. Okay, so take example, I want to put this as a drop down. This is our contact page, is drop down, and let's say I want to put another dead link. I can say something like community. Sorry. Okay, so I've put just another page, another dead link page here. Okay, so this is a dead link. It's not going to be clickable, but you'll be able to hover over it to get to other pages. Okay, so I've just refreshed it. Contact us, you can see I hover over this, and what is appearing, contact us and our community. Okay, our community is not existing. I just put it as another dead link. Okay, you can also put a URL in this dead link. Okay, so take example, our community, I want to put the URL of a community website people can contact us with. I can say https. I can just put my agency here, lvgtechservices.com. Okay, so if you have an active community and you want to alert people, you can simply do that. So if I were to refresh this now, remember that our community is not an active page here, it's just a dead link. Okay, and we can activate that dead link to make it what, a real link. Okay, so I click on our community and it takes us to where, let's say, the URL I put. Okay, so you can see that's taking us to the URL I put there. Okay, this is just our agency website. So I'm going back and you can see that. All right, so I will just put it as it is, but you can notice the difference here. To put this as a sub menu, I simply shifted it to the left a little bit. Okay, so let's take example. I want to do this. I push it to the left a little bit. All right, so I'll just leave it how it was initially. I'll leave it how it was initially, and I'll just take this out. Okay, I'll take this out and I'll save it. All right, so do we have any questions before I officially end our fourth live class? Do you have any questions? Abraham, you have any question? Huh? Isaiah, you have any question? Do you have any question?
Boss, the dead link can
Yes.
be like you can fix it um over all the
Menu.
menus.
Yes, if you want.
The full menu.
Yes, you
Okay.
want. You want. You can fix it.
So in
Basically.
my question now goes to normal coding.
Okay.
Will you just code it as a button, then apply the hover if you're coding
Um.
normal code?
Okay, if you're coding normal code, what you can do is you can put a hover over. Take example, you want this about to have three drop downs. Okay, you can put a
Okay.
parent. Um, how do I even put it? You can put. Remember, you're gonna be using a tags. Okay, to do this, so you can put the hover to hover over this, and when it hover over this, you want the drop down to have like a display block. Okay, like a display
Okay.
block, so it's gonna be hidden, display hidden, but when you hover over this, it's going to have display block on the children element. Okay, you have put there. Okay, so you would have to
O-
create a div and put some other a tags inside. So when you hover over this a tag, particular a tag, let's say you class it as an about, then you put it that it also displays in the CSS, also displays the children to what display what block. Okay, but we're not doing coding for now, so anything related to coding should be maybe later on. Okay,
Okay.
Isaiah, do you have any other question?
No question, sir.
Okay, please, I would like you guys to take WordPress very seriously. Okay, many people might say, okay, it's not going to be useful, but if you're a freelancer, you're still in school, it's very, very fantastic. People might not know a website is built with WordPress, or some people don't even know what HTML is, they don't know what WordPress is. The only thing, you're trying to solve a problem, you're trying to get things done. Okay, so if this is an alternative, if coding is too difficult or it's too time consuming for you, you can also learn how to use this. I was also very reluctant to learn it, but when I learned it, I never regretted it. So it's good for everybody to learn how to use this very, very awesome content management builder. There are others I've tried, like Joomla, like Shopify, like Webflow, but I think this is like the best out there ever. Okay, it has very similar attributes to coding, front end, back end. Some don't have back end, but this is front end, back end. You can even add custom CSS, custom JavaScript, custom PHP if you want. Okay, if you know how to use PHP. So I'll be ending this for now, and I'll make this available. I'll also make an independent tutorial on header and footer builder, okay, especially. Okay, so I hope this video has been able to, or this live class has been able to teach you guys one or two things about building custom header and footer. And I think after now we'll just head on to building our first project. Okay, so within the week I'll possibly make the video available. Okay, So thank you guys. Since the absence of any other question, I will just call this fourth live class, a day. Okay.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
All right. Take care.